It was in Los Angeles, California, where two brothers, George Lightning Licks Johnson, born May 17, 1953, and Louis Thunder Thumbs Johnson, born April 13, 1955, embarked on their remarkable journey. They also have a brother named Tommy Johnson, who is a percussionist. Music was a family affair, and the brothers were introduced to the guitar at ages 5 and 3, respectively. In 1967, while attending Jordan High School, George and Louis formed a band with their brother Tommy and cousin Alex Weir. They called themselves Johnson 3+1 and performed at school events and local gatherings.
We played for high school proms, all the schools and doctors' parties and lawyers. I mean, we were actually playing all around.
Their talent eventually caught the attention of industry professionals, leading to opportunities to back touring R&B acts such as Bobby Womack and the Supremes. By 1971, George and Louis were touring Europe as a part of Billy Preston's band and had composed songs like Music in My Life and The Kids and Me for Preston. Their exceptional skills caught the attention of Quincy Jones in 1975.
We met Quincy, put out an announcement on the radio that he was looking for musicians. I was getting ready to join Wonderlove, taking me and Louis into Wonderlove, Stevie's group. It was in Studio B at the record plants. Quincy was in Studio C around the corner. So he was coming to the studio when we were auditioning for Stevie, because I was hanging out with him a few times, and I was really into Stevie. I wasn't even into Quincy Jones. Okay. And he heard all this funk bumping off the walls and peeked in the door and looked in, and he went behind the glass in the studio control room and asked Stevie if, I don't know exact words, but he whispered in his ear and found out later. But then he left. And he was like, what are you going to do with these guys? And I'd like to develop them, whatever. And next thing we know, it was like two men in black guys came with ties and shirt, and they came to retrieve me and Louis, and they took us out of Stevie's studio straight into Quincy's studio.
Quincy Jones recognized the brothers' extraordinary talent and invited them to collaborate on his album, Mellow Madness. 4 of their songs, including Is It Love That We're Missing and Just a Taste of Me, were featured. This partnership led to Quincy producing their debut album, Look Out for Number 1, in 1976. The album was successful, peaking at number 9 on the Billboard 200. The single I'll Be Good to You topped the R&B charts and became their first platinum album. The brothers Johnson released the instrumental track Tomorrow. In 1989, Quincy Jones collaborated with a young Tevin Campbell to record a vocal version titled Tomorrow, A Better You, Better Me, for his album Back on the Block. This rendition became Campbell's first number 1 R&B single, and it marked his debut on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1990. The brothers were now stars in their own right. Their second album, Right on Time, that came out in 1977, featured the widely praised Strawberry Letter 23, written by Shuggie Otis. It reached number 1 on the R&B charts and earned them a Grammy for Best R&B Instrumental Performance. This album was also certified platinum. Their third album, Blam, was released in 1978, and again, it topped the R&B charts. Tracks such as Ain't We Funkin' Now were featured prominently and gained steady airplay. By March 1980, the brothers released Light Up the Night, Stomp, which reached number 1 on the R&B charts and peaked at number 5 on the Billboard 200. It marked their 4th platinum certified record. The brothers released Winners in 1981. It featured tracks like The Real Thing and Teaser. By 1982, tensions between George and Louis began to surface. Louis, who was known for his perfectionism and desire to push musical boundaries, clashed with George's preference for a more straightforward R&B-driven sound. Louis wanted to incorporate more complex bass arrangements and innovative production techniques, while George leaned towards staying true to their earlier funk and soul roots. Louis pursued solo ventures, establishing a bass academy and recording instructional videos. He also contributed to Michael Jackson's Thriller, playing bass on tracks like Billie Jean and PYT. Louis became one of the most sought-after session bassists of the era. George continued performing and collaborating with other artists. He also explored songwriting and production. The brothers reunited briefly in 1984 to release Out of Control, which featured the single You Keep Me Coming Back. The brothers reunited several times during the late 80s and 90s for tours and special performances. In 1988, the brothers Johnson came together again to release the album Kickin'. The 1988 album featured tracks like Kick It to the Curb, further proving their enduring chemistry as a duo even after time apart. While they did not release new studio albums as a duo during this period, their live shows kept their legacy alive. On May 21st, 2015, Louis Johnson passed away in Las Vegas, Nevada. His passing was due to a gastrointestinal issue. His incredible talent and impact on music, especially his mastery of the bass guitar, continue to inspire musicians worldwide. George Johnson continues to perform, carrying forward the legacy of the brothers Johnson. The duo's contributions to R&B and funk remain influential, inspiring generations of musicians and fans. The brothers Johnson left a lasting imprint on music with their groundbreaking fusion of funk, R&B, and soul. From their early days collaborating with legends to becoming icons in their own right, their music continues to stand the test of time. Even as they pursued individual projects, George and Louis Johnson remain connected through their shared passion for creating timeless sounds. Louis's mastery of the bass guitar and George's innovative guitar work showcased their unmatched chemistry as musicians. Though Louis is no longer with us, his artistry lives on in every note that he played. George continues to honor their work, ensuring that their music reaches new generations. Let's continue to celebrate their artistry by sharing their story and their music with future generations so that it will live on forever. And that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and share with others. Turn on your notifications. I am testing new upload times and I want to make it easier for you all to catch my videos. In the comments, let me know your favorite Brothers Johnson song. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.